Hello and welcome to a day in my life. Well, a day in my life starting at lunchtime. So I originally had planned to film a day in my life today. Today is Tuesday, November 9th, and I talked about this a couple of weeks ago that I'm feeling still a little bit off about the weekly vlogs. So I was gonna alternate between weekly vlogs and day in the life. So this is a day in the life week where I pick a day, film that day, and I had always planned to do it today because there's a number of reasons, which you'll see. But when I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like filming my things today. I'm finally getting back into a rhythm with my morning routine after my ankle injury. And I was like, I don't feel like getting the camera out. I don't feel like starting to film this today. And so I'm gonna move my day in the life to a different day later this week. So I did my whole morning routine, which I have a whole video of my morning routine. It is in my old apartment. So it's kind of an old video, but it really hasn't changed all that much. Maybe I'll share an updated morning routine during Vlogmas of like what has changed, but for the most part, it's pretty similar to that video. Anyways, so I went through my whole morning routine, started working, and then during lunch today, I went to Trader Joe's and finally like got some groceries in this house after going out of town this weekend, and I wanted to film it. I got home, I had all my groceries, and I was like, you know what? This was one of the reasons why I was gonna film a day in the life today, is because I was gonna show you what I got at Trader Joe's. I know people love seeing grocery hauls and seeing what people are making for dinner. Like you can see my dinner ideas in there and what I eat for breakfast and snacks and all those things. And so I did. So I filmed my Trader Joe's haul, and here I am kicking off the vlog, but we're gonna start it with the haul. Okay, so just a reminder, there's two of us. I live with my fiance, so I shop for two. We do eat a lot of our meals at home. We will order in or eat out with friends like 2 to 3 times a week, but we do eat most of our meals at home, as well as we are big fans of leftovers. So I always try to cook extra, and we will eat the leftovers typically for lunch. So just something to keep in mind. Also, I did this grocery shop for about 10 days. It is Tuesday now. We are leaving next Saturday to go out of town, but Sam is also out of town this weekend, and I'm getting my booster shot on Friday. So I'm anticipating like not feeling up for cooking this weekend. So I kept all of that in mind with the meal plan and the list for the 10 days. So starting over here, this is a go-to snack for us. I either get cucumbers or I get celery, and then we get dips to go with it. So I got the garlic hummus, and then I love the buffalo chicken dip from Trader Joe's. For breakfast, we always have eggs and everything but the bagel seasoning, which we're almost out of. Normally I get 2 dozen eggs, but again, we have some eggs still left over, and because Sam is gonna be gone and we're leaving, and I don't think I'm probably gonna wanna cook eggs this weekend, I only got one. I always get this dark chocolate from Trader Joe's, and then I got this crunchy peanut butter. I got this idea actually from a one-on-one coaching client on a call last night. She was talking about this is a go-to sweet treat for her is some peanut butter on a piece of chocolate. And I thought that was such a good idea. So we were out of peanut butter. So I got peanut butter, and I got the crunchy kind because I thought, you know, if I'm going at it for a sweet treat, I think the crunchiness will be good on the chocolate. The other thing that I always either have for breakfast if I'm extra hungry or as a snack is the vanilla, I'm gonna say this wrong, but this, you know, this Icelandic yogurt vanilla from Trader Joe's. And then with granola, I usually get the peanut butter protein granola, but they were out of it, so I got this one instead. This is like one of the impromptu things I bought. I saw a YouTuber that I watch show this in a Trader Joe's haul, and it just looked so good, and she was talking about cooking it up to have with eggs for breakfast, and I thought that's such a good idea, so I decided to go ahead and buy it before it went away, since it is a seasonal thing. And then for our dinners this week slash some of it for next week, I got stuff to do the beef and broccoli in the crock pot. So I got the beef, broccoli. I usually get frozen broccoli so that I have a little bit more time to actually cook this meal. For whatever reason, like fresh broccoli just makes our fridge smell weird, but they were out of it. So I had to get the fresh broccoli. And then the cauliflower rice, which I will mix half and half with regular rice. And they were also out of beef broth, so I got chicken broth instead, which is fine. And then we're gonna do a pasta night. So I've got pasta sauce, mushrooms, 2 kinds of frozen gnocchi. So I got the cauliflower and the kale, and then ground turkey. And so that will be one night, all that together. And then I got 2 things of chicken. One of these will be for, I was like, where's my red onion? That will be for, no, we still have celery left over. That's right. I was like, wait, did I forget celery? So one of these things is gonna be for chicken salad, which is a go-to for us. We like to have it for snacks, for lunches, all kinds of things. So that's what the red onion, and we have celery in the fridge, and then that's what these sweet potato crackers are for. And then the other chicken will be for chicken tacos. So I still have some taco seasoning left over from last week, got some more tortillas, and then I got a can of refried beans. And then I got a couple of things. Again, I don't know that I'm gonna be up for cooking this weekend after getting my shot. I know I will probably order in at least once or twice while Sam is gone, but I figured let me try to avoid doing it every meal this weekend. So I got 2 different kinds of soup. I got the reduced guilt mac and cheese, and then I got a cauliflower crust pizza. And then I also got some more stuff for smoothies. So yesterday I was actually so excited to go make a smoothie, and I realized we didn't have any of the things. I thought that there was plenty in the freezer, but there's not. So I got the frozen pineapple, mango, and strawberries. I got some bananas and then spinach for smoothies. And then, oh, this is not for smoothies, but I got some pre-cut pineapple. It's a little bit more expensive, but cutting pineapple is such a pain. And then the last thing I got, which I forgot that they had these. I got one of these at Aldi last year for Charlie, but I got it this year from Trader Joe's, and that is the kitty advent calendar. So that is my Trader Joe's haul. I also got some things in the mail, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And then there's two other things I'm gonna tell you about. Well, one I'm gonna actually go do. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna tell you about is I'm finally also getting back to listening to podcasts this week. If you have been around, if you watch my weekly vlogs or my day in the lives, I have been listening to a lot of music. That's like been kind of my thing for the last, I don't know, month, 2 months, 3 months. And I don't know if dance had something to do with that. It was just really in like a music mode. And so while I was doing things like walking and grocery shopping and all the times that I would typically listen to podcasts, I was listening to music. And I really do still love that. And I am still going, what I'm working towards now is kind of a balance between them, because now I'm really behind on my podcast. So yesterday I took some time, I went through my podcast app that I use, and I deleted some episodes and of some podcasts so that I didn't have as much to catch up on. Some of the podcasts, I just deleted all of them. And I was like, I'm just not gonna worry about the backlog. I'm just gonna start fresh with what they start uploading now. But for some of my favorite podcasts, I really do wanna listen to some of the episodes they've uploaded in the last couple of months. Like the Lazy Genius podcast has a lot of great things. The John Acuff podcast. Like there are some that I know I wanna listen to every episode, or the ones that apply to me. So I did kind of a cleanup. And I'm here to tell you that, like, A, it's okay. You don't have to listen to every single episode. There is so much free content out there. Like, you can delete the episodes and it's gonna be okay. And B, you don't have to do the same thing for every podcast. Again, some of them I'm gonna listen to every single episode they've uploaded since I stopped listening to podcasts, and that's what I'm gonna do. Some of them I deleted all the episodes because, like, some of them, like Pantsuit Politics, those are really timely, like news episodes. And I was like, I'm not gonna go back and listen to all of that. So I'm just gonna start fresh. And then some of them I did somewhere in between. Like the Lazy Genius, actually somewhere in between, because there were some episodes about kids that don't apply to me, so I deleted those. But I feel I'm still really behind. There's still a lot of episodes to listen to, but between yesterday and today, I've been starting to listen, and just the act of doing that has gotten me back into the groove. So if you're feeling a little bit behind on podcasts or YouTube videos, clean up those watch later folders and get back to it. Okay, the other thing that I've been doing that has really been helping me with my weight loss journey. So if you watch my goals videos, you've heard me talk about this program called the No BS program that I have been following for weight loss. I'll leave it linked down below if you want more information. I am part of the paid program. There is a lot of free content that she has out there that you can get, but I am part of the paid membership. So part of the program is making a 24-hour food plan. Literally, what are you gonna eat for the next 24 hours? And one of the things that's been helping me is I've been making a list of all the food that we have in our house. So this was last week's list of all the food that we had in our house. Now, some of this we still have, but some of it was meal plans from last week, or it's fruit that we no longer have anymore and we have something different. So now that I'm home from Trader Joe's and I just went grocery shopping, I am going to sit and make an updated list. The thing I'm gonna do differently, I just started doing this. This was the first week I tried this, but I really like having this list next to me when I make my food plan, because now I know my options. Instead of just doing it off the top of my head and then going into the fridge and seeing something, I was like, oh, I want to eat that, but it's not on my plan. And the irony is that sometimes the food that I do want to eat is not necessarily like an unhealthy food, but it's not on my plan. And what I'm working on is the act of following the plan, regardless of whether, it doesn't matter what the level of food health is. I mean, I literally have cookies on my plan for today. And that might feel counterintuitive, like that might seem counterintuitive, and you have to kind of listen to her explain it in order for it to fully make sense. But following the plan is more important right now. For me, what I'm doing right now is trying to be better about actually following the plan. Well, first making the plan and then following the plan. If you watch my goals video, you saw how many times I did not do that last month. But following the plan is more important than the perfect thing being on the plan or eating the perfect thing out of the fridge. Anyways, all of that to say, what I'm gonna go do now is make a list of all the things that we still have from last week, as well as all the things that I just bought from Trader Joe's. The difference this week is I'm gonna make the list by category, like different sections, just so it's easier for me to find things and see. This list, while helpful, it was kind of hard to see what was on the actual list. So I'm gonna group things together on the list for this upcoming week. So here's my finished list. I kind of just like grouped it together. It's like breakfast stuff, the meals I'm planning to make, other things I can eat as a meal, but it's not these. Snacks, sweets, and then I just put coffee and latte on there so I don't forget to add it. Even though I don't always have a second cup of coffee or a latte, I always add it because I always want to have the option to have it on my plan. So this is just to make sure I don't forget. So that is my food option list for the week. Okay, I am done with my communication routine now. It is like 5:30 and I cannot believe how dark it is. And honestly, I'm not one of those people that's really affected by daylight savings. In fact, I kind of like it. I know I'm like the one oddball, but as a morning person, I like that it gets light earlier now. I like that I can see the sun during my morning routine instead of just like sitting here in the dark. Now, it does mean that at night, it gets dark in here pretty quickly. I wasn't really spending that much time in here when it was already dark. It was like I was already out there cooking dinner, relaxing, whatever. So I feel like I need a lamp in the corner. It's been whichever one is daylight savings on or off the whole time we've been in this apartment. So I feel like I need a lamp in the corner of my desk. I don't really want one aesthetically, but I think I need one to help me. I'm thinking maybe if I just get one that like goes on the wall, then it won't take up that much space. I don't know. I need to figure that out because it does get dark in here. And if I'm gonna be in here, it's like pretty dark by like 5 p.m. because of where the windows face. So I need to figure something out. But anyways, I am gonna go ahead and show you all the things I got in the mail. So the first thing is, if you watched the last vlog that I posted, I talked about all these dresses that I bought from Amazon and how most of them didn't work, but that one of them I went ahead and ordered in the next size up because it was too tight and it was number sizes, and I ordered my typical size, but because this fabric has like 0 stretch, that size didn't work, so I ordered the next size up. Totally works. I don't care what the number is. I'm just glad that I have a hot pink dress with sleeves that is super, super flattering. I'm obsessed with it, and it was like $25. It does come in other colors. So if you saw the hot pink, if you didn't click on any of the links last week, I don't think I actually mentioned in the video. I noticed it when I was like going in to add links and stuff. All those dresses come in multiple patterns and colors. So if you saw those dresses and you were interested in the style but not the colors that I chose, like you can go back and click on any of those links and try and like see if there's another color that works for you. Okay, the other thing I got in the mail, I'm so excited about because, and one of you is the best and emailed me about this. So I get asked a lot. I don't have any makeup on today, but I get asked a lot about the nude color in my waterline, which is like your lower, I don't even know how to explain it, but like inside between your eyelashes and your eyeball. I usually put nude eyeliner there, but I don't actually use nude eyeliner. What I use is the concealer stick from Nude Sticks. Well, they discontinued it, and we realized this, I don't know how many months ago when somebody asked for it. I went to go find a link. I couldn't find a link because it was discontinued. I found the next, so I was buying shade 2, and I found the shade 3 at Nordstrom's, I don't know, and bought that so I would have that as a backup. Well, somebody emailed me and said that they are still selling it. It's still in stock at QVC. So I went ahead and bought 2 more in the right color. So that way I haven't actually had to dip into the light 3 yet. My one I have now, let me show you. It's literally like, it's so short that the lid is almost as tall as the pencil. And I don't know how far down it goes. I mean, it probably stops like right there, but like it is almost gone. And so then I was gonna move into the light 3, but now I have 2 more light 2s. I'm so excited. So if you have been wanting to try this, and I have been saying for months that it's sold out, I will leave the link to QVC and you can get your own. I'm so happy. Thank you to the person that emailed me about that. Okay, the other thing I ordered was another Amplify planner. You guys, I just can't quit it. There are things I like about the Full Focus. If you watched the Full Focus Plan With Me that went up earlier this week, I like the Full Focus. But there are things about the Amplify planner that I miss. Although the irony is one of the things I miss about the Amplify planner, I didn't get, and I'll tell you why. So the things that I don't like. I don't like writing, like the timing being right up against the coil. That's not fun. I don't love that it's a wire O. Because I'm not taking it anywhere, just sitting on my desk, it's not the end of the world. I don't like that the paper is not bright white. That does like frustrate me. So I really wanted to go back to an Amplify planner. And I wanted to get a so what's funny is I was gonna go buy a Q1 of 2021 and I was gonna make myself finish out my Full Focus planner for the rest of Q4. But the colors for Q1 of 2022, not 2021, they're not my colors. Like they're just not, they're very muted and like, they're just not my colors. And so there was an undated one that was very much one of my colors. And so I got the undated one because look how pretty this teal is. But like it being dated is one of the things that I like about the Amplify planner over the Full Focus planner. Also like the normal coil. I also love the bright white paper. But the other thing that I'm excited to try in this planner is their new vertical layout. So they have, like, the Amplify planner is one of those planners that's got a monthly, a weekly, and a daily, but the weekly was always horizontal. I just never used it, but now there is a vertical. I feel like I might need to turn down the brightness a little bit for you to be able to see this layout. Oh, that's the first side. So at the top, it's got week of, it's got keep in mind, and then it's got my focus, and then it's 4 vertical columns. Again, this is the undated one, which I'm not super excited about. And then on this side, it's got life balance activity, and then it's got the other ones. I wonder, you know what I need to look at? I'm assuming that the undated or the dated one has a Monday start, not a Sunday start, and then it's got a column over here on this side. Anyways, I bought the undated for the cover, and now that I have it in my possession, I'm like, I don't even want to wait. Like, I don't even want to wait until the first quarter of 2021 to use it. So I might start using it earlier. Oh, it comes with, I just realized it comes with a set of stickers to date it. So it's got the months to put on the tabs, and then it's got little tiny baby numbers for the monthly layout. Since I don't use the monthly layout, I probably won't even bother with that. I don't know, the monthly layout though has lines. I did not realize that. I know I did a review of this planner like top down when I first got it last year, like this time last year. So if you want to go check out that video, it's got all the other pages that are part of this planner. I do have like a whole review of this, but this I literally bought myself. But there is something else in this box. The team at Amplify is so sweet. They wrote a little note that says, thank you again for your ongoing support. We love your YouTube videos. So sweet. So they gave me this, which I'm actually so excited about. And it is unfortunate that I just filled out. So I reviewed the Laurel Denise planners a couple of vlogs ago, and I was excited about this to use as a 2022 overview, and I actually filled it out over the weekend. I started writing in it, like writing things like my brother's college graduation that's in May, and like I started filling out things, a wedding that we have in September, so I could see my 2022 at a glance. But I'm way more pumped about this. Although maybe what I'll do is use, look, this is literally like the Plan with Laken pink. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this. Maybe, oh, it also has lines and this beautiful paper. Oh, I love the paper in the Amplify planner. Okay, I don't know. So my options are, I just use this as my like overview and put those things in, the weddings, the graduations, all those things, and just use this as my overview. And I love the size of this. I had thoughts about using the like to-do list side of this planner, but this is much bigger and this is a lot more portable. Or because it's the right color pink, I use this just for Plan with Laken stuff next year, just to map out Plan with Laken. Or I just order myself another one of these and use one for personal and one for Plan with Laken. Or I put both in here. Like I use it for Plan with Laken and personal. I don't know, you guys. But thank you to the team over at Amplify for sending this to me. I'm so excited to try it out. I love their paper. Okay, I thought I would quickly switch to top-down mode and show this to you like properly. Because I mean, it's pretty obvious what it is, but just in case it's not. Cover is the same feeling as like the Amplify covers. It's got this like smooth, like almost rubbery feeling, but it's stapled on the binding. So it's got a overview page where it's got 2022 and 2023 overview. Let's darken that up a little bit more. Okay, and then we've got a monthly layout for each month. It is a Sunday start. That is a difference. The Laurel Denise is a Monday start on the monthly. But like I said, they do have lines, which I think is really cool. And then it's got a column here. I've never seen, like if it's a Sunday start, having the column here on this side, it doesn't really matter, but just that's January. And so then it's got one of these for each month of the year. And then it's got a handful of dot grid notes pages, just 4, 5. So not very many, but that's all it is. I just wanted to quickly show you that if it wasn't clear. So I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. All right, just got done making and eating dinner. It was delicious, but let me tell you, the kale and the cauliflower gnocchis do not cook at the same speed. It's been a long time since I've cooked the kale one because our Trader Joe's is always out of it. The cauliflower one cooks way faster. So I made the mistake of putting them in the pan together, and then I had to like surgically remove the cauliflower ones and scoop them, and I mixed them together and integrated them, and it just wasn't working because the cauliflower ones were very done and the kale ones were like still frozen inside. So I had to move all of the cauliflower ones and finish the kale ones and then put it all back together. But the dinner turned out fantastic. So easy, just so fast. I was on the phone with a friend while I was doing it, and I don't know, it's just a super easy meal, very delicious. I and lots of leftovers for us to continue to eat. And then I had the chocolate and peanut butter for dessert. It was so good. And I finished my water for the day. I'm feeling really good and about to hop on the Patreon co-working call. So if you watch my vlogs, you probably hear me talk about Patreon, but just in case you haven't, Patreon is a platform where creators can provide additional content for an additional cost. So there's a lot of podcasters, artists, musicians, all kinds of things, YouTubers, course creators, all kinds of people on Patreon. And I started one 16 months ago, I feel like. It was August of last year. July 31st was the official launch date. And it has just grown into this magical place. I just love it. I love it so much. I love the community. I love seeing the community members support each other and answer each other's questions. And I also really love how it's evolved. I mean, when I started it last summer, I had some things that we still have today that are part of like the rewards, but there are so many things that have come out of just ideas from other like members of the community requesting it, or just things that I've thought of that I wanted to add in. And the silent co-working is one of them. It is just a place for us to hop on Zoom and silently hold each other accountable. I call it our own little virtual coffee shop, and everybody can work on something else, like something, their own individual goal related thing. So we have people that will declutter spaces. We have people that will do things on their computer. I know someone who gets on every month and like works on their budget. That's like the time each month they do that. And there's someone who like tunes her harp. There's so many different goals that people have, and I just love this time that we can get together and hold each other accountable. So what I also like about it is it's time for me as well. Yes, I'm moderating it, and I answer questions in the chat, and I will like hop on and say things every now and then, but it's also time for me to work on something. So I need to figure out what it is I'm gonna work on. I was gonna work on memory keeping, but honestly, I'm just not in the mood. I don't know, I'm just not in the mood. One of the other things I was thinking about doing was cleaning the pantry. Our pantry is a disaster and needs some help. That's like the next thing on my declutter checklist. Actually, let me show you that. So I talked about it in my goals video that went live, but I never actually showed anywhere. Actually, I think I might post this on Instagram before this video goes live, but in case you don't follow me on Instagram or you don't see it, I use this Break It Down notepad from Cultivate What Matters to break down a couple of my November goals into like smaller steps. And the apartment declutter is one of them. And I drew these little, bars to group the rooms together. All I've done so far is the closet in my office. That's the only thing that's checked off. But the next thing I think that would have the biggest impact on like our day-to-day is the pantry. And so I was thinking about doing that, but my foot is bothering me a little bit, and I think I just want to stay off of it. It's after going to the grocery store today. I think I just need to stay off my foot. So I'm thinking I might do a good sweep of my emails. My emails have gotten a little bit overloaded. So I think I'm gonna do a good sweep of my emails, and then I might get started on some of the things I was thinking about working on this weekend that are just computer based. So I can just sit here, and that is part of my November goals is to set up my 2022 budget spreadsheet, mine and Sam's joint spreadsheet. I don't know why it's so hard to say. And then also getting, I know in the video I said QuickBooks, getting it set up for my business, but I actually think I'm gonna use a website called Wave, which is what my accountant recommended. It's very similar to QuickBooks, but free online service. They also offer additional paid services, but she was like, you should be able to do everything you need with the free service. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and work on those things tonight, goals that I was gonna work on this weekend, but I can sit here and do it sitting at my computer. Okay, I know I'm in like the exact same spot. I was planning to go do my evening routine at the end of this co-working session, but I just got some personal news that I'm trying to figure out and sort through. So that's how I've been spending the last like 45 minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the vlog closed out because I just am not in a headspace right now to film anything or share anything. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So this is the end of the vlog. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, all those noises are so weird. I'm gonna start this clip eventually.